A perpetuity immediate pays 100 per year. Immediately after the fifth payment, the perpetuity is exchanged for a 25-year annuity immediate that will pay X at the end of the first year. Each subsequent annual payment will be 8% greater than the preceding payment, and the annual effective rate of interest is 8%. Calculate X. So some things to notice before we proceed. 8% matches 8%. That's going to help us later on. Okay. Now, in terms of the timeline, what's going on is at first, the present value of a level perpetuity equals X over I. So in this case, it's going to be 100 divided by 0.08. Okay. That's going to equal, let's get what it equals. 1250. Okay. Now, because perpetuities go on forever, this is going to be the value of the perpetuity at any time. Time 1, time 2, times 3, because, and in this case, what's going to help us is getting it at time 5, because after 5 is when we make the alteration. Okay. So right here, it's going to be worth 1250. Because it just goes on forever and ever and ever. It's like each point is my new 0 point, so to speak. You know, this is 1250. Okay, and you're going to be doing this for 25 years after the fifth year. So an annuity immediate means the valuation date is one period before the first payment. If you want to get the present value, right, and then we go all the way to 25. This would be the 30th one here. Okay, great. So this is going to be X right here, right? X at the end of the first year or the sixth year. But this first year and then this second year is 1.08x. And this is 1.08 squared x, and then so on and so forth. So let's try to come up with a little expression if we can. So in other words, we're going to discount the flat cash flows. So this right here, interest rate is 8%. So we say x over 1.08. Now we have to discount this guy to here. So it's going to be 1.0x, 08x, divided by 1.08 squared, and so on and so forth. Now we got to do this guy, right? And it's going to be 1.08 squared x over 1.08 cubed. So we see that each of these just becomes, and there's 25 of them, right? From 6 to 30 or from 1 to 25. But notice how each term is the same as the first term, because 1 minus 2 is -1, 2 minus 3 is -1. So in other words, I have x over 1.08. I have 25 of these, and that is going to have to equal 1250. Okay, so pretty simple. So do some a little bit of algebra. X is going to equal 1250 times 1.08. And then we have to divide by 25. Okay, so we have it all in one expression. Let's go ahead and solve it. So 54 we get, okay?